So today I would say I have a special video because I'm gonna be talking about, a very unique shoe, a shoe that's not really talked about that much, or I don't even think it's talked about at all. Um but today I have the red suede 9 plus 10s. So obviously that equals 21. So I have the red suede 21s. And yeah, the box is a little warped. I'm not sure if this is how the dude on eBay had the box, or if it just got damaged on the way here, like when it was sent to me. But yeah, it's a little damaged, but it's fine. The most important part is the shoes. But it's a very big box. It's the biggest box that I have for any, Jordan that I own. And the reason being is that these shoes come standing up. So if I open it, you can see that the shoes come standing up. Now, I've seen videos of people unboxing theirs, and they have a pouch, but I guess the dude kept the pouch, or I don't know what happened to the pouch. This shoe is very old. In fact, this shoe is older than me. These released on February 18th of 2006. That was like 7 months before I was born. So it's crazy, That's why I think it's a special video, because, these shoes came out, before I even was born. But yeah, the box is very unique, especially with these shoes being, coming standing up. I did have to buy these used. I did buy a used pair. Um the reason being is that there's virtually no market in this shoe, especially because, at least in my size, my size being an 11 and a half, there's no market for this shoe because of its age. I know on StockX is literally like no one has um a bid, or not a bid. No one has them listed on StockX. And Go, I think they have it listed at like 700 or more than that. And I'm not gonna pay that for a shoe that's old. I know I've paid a lot of money for other shoes, but those shoes are relatively newer, you know. So, when it comes to a shoe that's older than me, I'm not gonna be paying that much money, especially because I don't know whether or not it will last. These, I'm pretty sure they will, because of the materials that were made to create this shoe. And when you look up, it has a whole backstory behind it up there. That's in English. This is in, I believe, French, because it does use like premium Italian suede, with full grain leather as well. But yeah, I did buy them used, so they might be a little bit dirty. I know prior to me setting this up, I did kind of, try my best on cleaning them with a wet paper towel. And you know there, you might see some dark spots. Well, that's because they're wet, so I'll just let it dry out. It'll dry out eventually. You know, I don't know, maybe in the future I'll just do a full cleaning on these so they can become crispy. And I know I might have to like buy red suede dye, but as of now, I'm just gonna leave them how they are, just with the minor cleaning that I did on them. But yeah, these are the red suede 21s. Um it's definitely a very unique shoe, and it's the most unique shoe that I have, when um compared to all the other Jordans that I own. Um this is just a dark spot in right here too, but that's just, it'll dry out. Um you know, it's it's shaped weird. It looks like it's beat up, but it's not. It's just the way it's designed, because the shoe is designed it was influenced by the Bentley Continental GT Coupe, and so it's, a luxury shoe inspired by luxury vehicles. So that's the the little story behind these, um, but it's very very clean. You know, I know I would have preferred to wait for an eventual release. Isn't like some more. I already showcased those dark spots, but I would have wanted to wait for an eventual retro of these, but I'm pretty sure Jordan Brand won't release these shoes. Um, I know there's a YouTuber by the name of Unbreakable Kicks, and he said he has people, that work within Jordan Brand, and he's asked them, a few times whether or not they would re-release this shoe, and the answer just being no, because they use like premium materials, and it'll be too expensive to manufacture these shoes in large quantities. And it being a Jordan 21, not a lot of people are gonna be excited for them, so it won't be worth their time. And nowadays, a lot of brands, they're pretty much cheapskates now. They wanna you know just waste as little as possible when creating shoes, because they want to maximize their profits. But these do come with buckles. You can buckle up the ton back here. Unfortunately, on the left pair, right? Yeah, the left pair is it's missing the little piece that would make it stick. So I'll just have to rock them like these. But the shoe is still wearable, so that's good. I did the right one for a quick second, and it's sturdy. You don't have to worry about the midsole, because I know with other Jordan brands, they're very, it's like two different things, the midsole and then the upper, they're two separate things. This is just all together. You know, Realistically, the midsole would be this little thing right here, but this isn't going to deteriorate anytime soon. Um, so it's not all bad that I got, a worn pair, because, they did have some usage, and it would have, kind of put everything together, kind of squeeze the materials together, to make them last longer. But yeah, it's very, very cool that I own this shoe. It's very unique. I feel like it just depends on the person. This isn't a shoe that everyone will be, looking forward to. It's a Jordan 21, and I'm pretty sure they just released these in 2006, like the five main colorways, and I don't think they've really released any 21s after that. I know in 2008 they did release a pack with like a with the type of Jordan 2, but other than that, I don't believe they made, they just released any other Jordan 21s. But I know that there might be a black like a black light hidden message somewhere on the shoe. If you shine a black light on it, I don't know where it would be, but maybe here. But somewhere there should be, like, if you have a black light and you shine it on the shoe, a special message will pop up. But I don't own a black light, so I won't be able to, you know, show you guys that. But yeah, this is just the retro card that it comes with. I know a lot of Jordans in the past came with retro cards. Nowadays they don't do that stuff. And then these things right here, I believe it's called like IPS. It's what would you call it, an acronym? I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah, it stands for something else, and I'm pretty sure these are like, you could switch these things out, I think, or this right here. I'm not too sure, but you definitely no something in that. I'm pretty sure this is removable, but I'm not gonna be touching that. But yeah, this is just a review on the red Suede 21s. Probably the only Jordan 21 that I would own, because I don't think I would buy any of the other ones that were released in 2006. And I don't really know if Jordan Brand would, release a Jordan 21, in the near future. Obviously, it doesn't have to be a red Suede, but just anything in general. That would definitely be something interesting. I know if I ever got to a stage where I could collab with Jordan Brand, I would definitely release like a UNC Jordan 21, you know. But I can't really do anything as of now because I don't really have influence. But yeah, these are the shoes. I mean, these are very cool. They're definitely one of my favorite shoes I own. Especially because they were released the year that I was born. But what's crazier is that when these were manufactured, I believe, I don't know if I could maybe see it real fast, but these were manufactured in 2005. I believe it was. It says, I'm not trying to lag here. I don't know if you could see that right there. Hold on, let me read it first. It says 9/16/5/2005 through the 2nd of December of 2005. So when these were being manufactured, I was basically a thought still. I wasn't even developing at all, because this was well before I was born. But yeah, it's just crazy, owning a shoe that's older than me, or just if you guys owning a shoe that's older than you, that's just crazy work. But yeah, it's just a little video, not a little video, because it's a good amount time wise. But yeah, it's just a video on the Red Suede 21s.